Today I'd like to share with you, once again, the best thing I've found to recover from obsessive compulsive disorder. So if you don't have OCD, I don't know if this video will be useful for you, maybe. So the summary of the summary is Ali Grayman, A-L-Y, Grayman, I don't know, G-R-E-Y-M-O-N-D. You go to youhaveocd.com, youhaveocd.com. So this is the only thing that worked for me. It doesn't mean that other things are not important. I just want to share with you what I hoped I knew. So my take on her approach is very simple. So your brain doesn't know what is a real threat or not. So during the day, it will send you ideas, thoughts, sensations, emotions, and your brain looks at you. And when you react with fear, it goes, ooh, this threat must be real. And then it sends you the threat again with more anxiety, and then you're triggered again, and you do the compulsion again, and it never ends. So the difference between somebody who doesn't have OCD and somebody who has OCD or had OCD is that, let's say, for example, I have, my theme is I'm worried that my head's gonna explode, right? And I'm driving and there's a weird sensation here, right? So a normal person would say, huh, and would do something else. If this is within my theme, now I'm making a joke about this, but you know, OCD is not no joke, whatever your theme is we go, oh shit, what is that, right? And I might stop the car and look in the mirror and touch myself and ask ChatGPT and take a picture and ask people around me, could there be, right? And that's when OCD starts, because there was a trigger and I reacted with fear. And then that's the loop, because as soon as I've done this, my brain goes, ooh, maybe there's a danger there. And it will send me that sensation again and again and again and again and again and stronger, even if it's 100% psychosomatic, right? It's all in my imagination, but the sensation is real. So how do you recover from that? So, and once again, I haven't discovered this. I learned it from Ali Grayman, youhaveocd.com. She doesn't pay me to say this, it's just that it works. And I know the hell that is OCD, and I want to give you what works for me. So the way to think about it is zero reassurance. The way you recover from OCD is you do zero reassurance. So Ali has a great equation. She says something like, your level of OCD and your level of anxiety is your avoidances plus your ruminations plus your compulsions. So put things very simple. Imagine a triangle with an R in it. The R is for reassurance, right? And so we have compulsions, ruminations, and avoidances. So compulsion is simple. You know what it is. It's the physical, observable behaviors that you do to reassure yourself. Could be asking for reassurance, going on Reddit, talking to ChatGPT, looking in the mirror, testing your heart rate, saying stuff to cancel. Then there's rumination. It's the same thing. It's the behaviors you do within your head to reassure yourself. Going back in the past and reanalyzing and what happened. Something in the future might come up. So you try to do things to prevent it. Or you do, magical thinking where you say cancel, or you do a prayer or whatever it is, right? So there's compulsions and ruminations, and then there's avoidances. So let's start with compulsions and ruminations. So the way you get out of OCD is you track your time. 9 to noon, noon to 3 to 6, 9, and then sleep all the way back. And you track, and you can use, Ali has an app that you can use, but you can just write it down on a piece of paper. And like me at the beginning, I was doing compulsions like 2.5 hours out of 3 hours, right? And that was a shock to me. So you start there, and the goal is to be at zero. So but you don't do this like this. You do this slowly, right? And over time, it just works. It's a miracle. Now, avoidances is the one I'm really having a hard time with. That is when, like me, you had this mental illness for many, many years. Your life is like so many things that you're avoiding, meeting new people, saying things, trying new stuff. So you have to do all of these things that you have been avoiding because of OCD. Now, when you do these things, it's exposure response prevention. You cannot reassure yourself. So it's quite a challenge. But so if you have OCD, you can look at her website, youhaveocd.com. I highly recommend her free thousands of videos on her YouTube channel. But the essence of it is zero reassurances. So you track the time of the amount of time that you're doing compulsions and ruminations. You want to tone it down to zero, and you look at the things that you're avoiding, and you want to do them without doing reassurance. Now, it's simple to explain. It's a whole other thing to do it, but I truly hope it helps.